Well, we did it, everyone. We had our first measurable snow of the winter on February 1st here on Meteorologist Joe Martucci. We got some snow in the Flamingo here in Smithville, part of Galloway in Atlantic County. Shout out to Dennis Laughlin for sending in this photo. You know, January felt more like Flamingo tropical kind of weather here. Our temperatures were so above average in January, it was warmer than a typical March that we would see. Talk about a January thaw. But we did have some snow on our Wednesday morning here. Totals range from coatings up to an inch. My forecast was coatings to an inch in a large part of southeastern New Jersey. Places outside of that did see upwards of 7/10 of an inch of snow like we saw in Upper Deerfield. But my points were most of this was going to stick on colder and grassy surfaces. This was going to be a low impact event, and both certainly came true. So we're in third place, sole possession of third place for the latest measurable snow on record here. Records go back to 1944-45 over at Atlantic City International Airport. So temperatures are going to be fairly seasonable as we go into tonight here. But look at that cold air over in the north of Canada here. Beaver Lodge, -1. Flin Flon, I love saying Flin Flon, -14 degrees. Air temperatures. Some of that will make its way our way as we go into Friday and Saturday, bringing temperatures well below average for us here. Something we haven't been able to talk about since our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Here's a look at our future cast. So we go into tonight, we'll have a partly cloudy sky, low temperatures in the 20s inland here. Even the shore can get down to the 20s quickly. And then as we go into our Thursday, we're talking about temperatures around 40 degrees for highs. We have some high clouds that filters out some of the sun. I won't call it cloudy. It'll just kind of be this milky kind of look to the sky here. We go overnight. We're talking about an Arctic front that passes late in the overnight into early on Friday. That's why those clouds are moving in from the northwest here. But notice our temps. So we're around 30 at 6 a.m., down to the 20s by noon, and then we're in the teens as we wrap up the day on Friday here, and then we keep going from there. So it will be a frigid Friday here for most of the day. Don't let those morning temperatures surprise you. And then on Saturday, temperatures for highs only in the mid-20s or so. Wind chills will respond accordingly. 20 degrees or thereabouts isn't that bad Friday at 7 a.m., at least for early February standards. But as we go into the afternoon, temperatures falling into the teens and the single digits for our wind chills and the negative single digits in many spots by Saturday morning. It's -7 in Brick, -7 in Hamilton, -3 in Fortescue. And we only manage wind chills in the teens during the middle of the day on Saturday here. So going to be very cold. Not record-breaking, but it will be very cold. For tonight, we'll see low temperatures in the mid-20s or so here. Now, this is the thing. This will probably happen by midnight, and then we slowly rise our temperatures as we go into the overnight hours. We have Groundhog Day on Thursday. Puxatawny Phil will be popping out right around 7:20 a.m. in western Pennsylvania. It's only a high of 20 degrees there. Excuse me, a temperature at 7 a.m., 7:20 a.m., around 20 degrees. Partly cloudy sky. I don't think he sees his shadow. That would mean 6 more weeks of winter, according to the Groundhog. For more Groundhog stories, you can go to our Cross the Sky podcast. There's our icon in the lower right-hand corner. We talked to Joe Murgo. He's the chief meteorologist at WTAJ in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He has been covering Phil since 2002. And he's got a lot of stories about what's been happening and how it's evolved over the years. Thursday's high, seasonable, around 40 degrees everywhere. We go into Thursday night, partly cloudy sky, lows also fairly typical here. We'll have 29 in EHT, 32 in Atlantic City. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. So cold for Friday and Saturday. And remember, Friday we'll see falling temperatures. That 32-degree high is going to be right around 7, 8, or 9 a.m. And then we fall as the day goes on. We take a look at the shore 7-day forecast. That polar plunge goes Friday night to Saturday. Sunday, we rebound. We rebound actually pretty nicely on a strong southwesterly wind, 45 degrees for highs. And then for next week, we're going to be back to 50 degrees. So that Arctic blast is short-lived. The bigger story as we go into February will be more warmth here. We'll see how high we go by the time the month is over.